Symmetra has changes incoming that could make her way more useful in your teams and generally more capable as a hero on her own. Overwatch's Jeff Kaplan brought up Symmetra in a list of heroes like Sombra, Hanzo, and Mei that will get tweaks of varying degrees pretty soon in the PTR. But Jeff said Symmetra's changes will require more work than a hero like Mei, who might receive small tweaks to get her in the right place. I think it's notable that they're not using the word rework because it's clear most of Symmetra's design is working as intended. Instead of completely changing the hero's abilities, I think they're trying to shift the focus of her kit away from her ult like they're trying to do with the proposed Sombra changes. Side note, I actually just made a video about why I think those changes could be overpowered, and you can go watch that now. In order to do this, I think they need to change how Symmetra's gun works. Currently, it can shoot small or large orbs that pass through barriers. They're pretty useful and they're kind of annoying to play against. But if they want to make her more consistent, they should give her the ability to shoot rapid projectiles that are blocked by barriers, and maybe give her the ability to charge up a large orb like she can now that does go through barriers. This would give her reliable damage output, especially on attack, and let her gain ult charge without having to lure enemies into a nest of turrets. All of her previous ways of getting ult, like the nest of turrets, are there, but now she can actually participate in teamfights way more safely. Basically, she would be strong even without her turrets and her primary fire, which falls in line with how Blizzard has talked about her being more defensive/offensive rather than supportive. Symmetra mains would be happier, people playing with Symmetra mains would be happier, and I think generally the game's hero pool would be healthier if Symmetra wasn't such a terrible pick. Now, there's an argument for how this homogenizes the heroes and makes them all some form of DPS, but that's a whole other video. If we read into many of the recent changes, especially Mercy's, it's clear that Blizzard wants to make heroes more independent and less ult-reliant. It wouldn't be surprising at all to see them tweak Symmetra in the same way. The only worry I have is that they might go too far and make her a nightmare to play against, like the Junkrat changes, especially because many of the recent changes have been too drastic and have given us overpowered heroes for far too long. Of course, I'm no game designer, but I think slightly changing how Symmetra's gun works would be more than enough to make her way more useful in your games. Having a shield generator or a sneaky teleporter and attack way more often would be interesting to learn how to play against, and I think there's a lot of people like me who would love to have more excuses to play Symmetra.